Welcome everybody back to another video here on Qwikstreet Corner. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you can tell by the screen that's already loading up, I've decided to try iRacing. Yes, I know in the earlier video where I was getting into sim racing, I said we were eventually going to get there and I was probably going to do it towards the start of 2021. But watching a bunch of people play it and a couple videos, I just got the itching to get into it. And there is a really good code out there. I think it's PRHOTLAPS. So for 3 months, it's $5. So I couldn't turn that away. So this is a straight record, and I will not really a straight recording, but I recorded my first ever race into it. I didn't do any kind of practicing. So we're just kind of looking at some of the options here real quick. And I'm jumping into an official race here using the Mazda MX5, which is one of the rookie series that everyone can get into with all the free content that they have. And it is at Oran Park. I've never driven this over on Assetto Corsa, so I'm not familiar with it. But hopefully we can get a couple practice laps in before the qualifying starts. There's a couple of the keybinds. This is all default stuff, so I'm just going to keep it as is. Eventually, after this race, I will get a little bit more into it. Yep. Alright, we're just going to hope for the best. Okay. It's all kind of standard stuff. I mean, it's already calibrated for the wheel.
Temperature's decreasing. It's now 27 Celsius.
Right. Thanks, Jim. As you can hear in the background, I am using Qwikstreet version 4, which I've been using that since using it on Assetto Corsa. Just switched it over to iRacing. Alright, so we are already on the race server. Okay, these are all the entry people that are going to be racing against me on my first ever iRacing race, so hopefully I don't cause too much of an issue here. Alright, there we are. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Alright, let's just get into it. Since this is the first race...
50 kilometers per hour.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Since this is my first race here on iRacing, I haven't been able to set up any kind of the overlays.
Take care, there's a car approaching.
Okay, thank you. As you can tell, we're still using the default stuff. I don't have a lot of items set up. Shortly after this, I did download Race Labs so that I could have some better overlays that show me a bit more information. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was the end of the practice session? Oh, geez. Alright, well, I think we're just going to dive headfirst into our official race here on iRacing. So, we're already into the qualifying.
50 kilometers per hour. Pit exit's clear. Push. Alright, Edward, we've got 2 laps to get the job done.
Alright, perfect. Alright, as I was saying before we got cut off on our practice session, I am going to download Race Labs, which is probably the most known and widely used overlays. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of them out there. If there's other ones that you guys think I should be trying out, testing out, or you think is a lot better than Race Labs, go ahead and give a comment down below. And while we're talking about doing the comments, let's also get the other YouTube stuff out of the way. You know, if you want to see more content here on Qwikstreet Corner, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you're notified when new stuff shows up. Like the videos, comment the videos, etc., etc. I will appreciate it very immensely. Alright, so here we're just going to speed this up because you don't want to watch me do the warm-up lap and then all 2 qualifying laps. So we're going to make this Mazda MX sound a little bit faster than it really is. So surprisingly, I was expecting to spin out because doing some league races over on Assetto Corsa and just driving their MX over there, I felt that it was very touchy, especially going around the corners, and I gave it a little too much on the throttle. Surprisingly here, during the qualifying, I have not had too much issue keeping this on the track. So, yep, even Jim's, that's Jim's cousin, Alvin and the Chipmunks there. So hopefully we can keep this on the road just as well as we're doing now during the official race. I don't want to affect anybody's safety ratings here. So we're going to slow it down as we finish lap number 2 here on our qualify. And find out where we are going to be on the grid for our first ever
The leader has just
official
done on
iRacing
17.71
race. So right now, per the Delta, we are already about almost half a second faster than the first
The
lap.
guy in front has just done it on 20.59.
Now, please don't make fun of my shifting. I know I rewatched this replay, and this was about 2 weeks ago when I first joined iRacing, and the shifting was horrible. So we ended up P4 on the grid, which I'll take that. It's not too shabby. I mean, yes, it's a bottom split rookie race, but I'll take that. All right, so I'm gonna notify everybody here in the chat that this is my first race, so they hopefully they don't yell at me too much when I kind of knock into them or slow down in their racing line. Hope we don't cause too much of an issue here. All right, so overall, I mean, just jumping in and okay, we're using default paint too. Shortly after this, I did download Trading Paints, which is a website and a third-party app that connects with iRacing that allows you to see not only your own custom paint jobs, but it does download other people's custom paint jobs. As I believe Trading Paints is the go-to
Okay, Edward, stay calm.
app.
Focus.
All right, thank you.
Green, green, green.
And oh, what a great start. I do get a lot better when off the green light starts. Now when I
on your left.
had no idea what I was doing.
Car left. Clear left.
So coming into the first turn here on our first race, not too bad. I got a little bit of space behind me. And I didn't hit anybody, so that's a win in my book. Overall, this is a pretty nice course. I mean, graphically, sure, Assetto Corsa is a lot nicer looking.
Decent start. We can build something from here.
But you're not going to find close competitive races in your public lobbies, that's for sure. Some of the online leagues that I did with Assetto Corsa, it was a wide range of talent that was inside the grid. Of course, I was always at the bottom of that grid, and you're racing against, you know, at least 2 to 3 aliens in there.
Clear right.
Then you have your mid-tier
right.
people. And,
On your right. Clear right.
A little bit of bump.
Yellow flag.
And we got yellow. Oh, whoa! Where'd that guy come from? Just a little bit of a loose network connection there. He just hops out of nowhere. Now we go ahead a little bit on one of our early laps. Still kind of right behind this guy here. Feeling pretty good. Usually by now I have one spin out in Assetto Corsa and I get a little frustrated, but I don't disconnect. So you know by my earlier videos, I do not disconnect from a race. I will finish that race out because even though you spin out early, I find a lot of times that people will disconnect later on in the race, and you can easily make up a lot of positions that way. So don't be a quitter. Actually, wait. No, you guys be quitters, because if you guys stop quitting, then I'll stay a lot lower in the placements. So, I don't know. It's a worse PSA for
The leader's just done a 118.06.
Yeah, we got traffic behind us too here. Coming into this bend here. Start taking this turn towards the end a lot better. Not laying on the brakes because I'm nervous about hitting the wall because you got your
That last lap was
incident points, which can end up being disqualifying you from races here.
Still there. Clear left.
I'm gonna let him go by. I don't know if
Good luck, Edward.
really don't want to
Don't
push
let him
too
get
much
away.
on my first races. It's okay, Jim, because these two are going to battle it out, and it's going to get a little ugly. Both of them go off the road. Can I? Oh. Are they both going to be able to recover? Oh. Alright, he's able to recover, but the red car's a little bit behind us now. So we didn't gain any positions there. So I'm going to be able to hold on to this a little bit longer, hopefully. Coming up to an area that I got a little bit better later on in the week after I did a couple of these road races. I'm trying to take it nice and easy. You don't want to push and go off the track because it's all about increasing your safety rating, I guess, here at the start. Oh, ah, damn. Get pitted. Well, there's a contact and out of control incident points. So I don't think we're going to get any kind of increase on our safety rating on our first race, which is fine. We'll work on that later on in the first week here. We're able to recover pretty quickly. Usually on some of the other sims, I kind of force myself back on a track, which just ends up spinning me out and making things a lot worse. So we're just going to take our time. And fast forward a little bit to later on in the race here. I think we're in 7th place here, coming on lap number 7, almost halfway through our first race. But I think we're going to meet our first troll coming up here.
Left side, clear
And
left.
cue dive bomber. Oh. At the end of this video, we do go over that replay a little bit. He clearly cuts across the grass and turned into me. That was, I don't know why, purely deliberate. Other than that last incident on lap number 7, the rest of the race has been pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say uneventful, but it was definitely clean
Your fuel is fine.
around me.
On your left. Clear left.
Blue flag.
And then halfway through the
On your
lap,
left.
or race, we finally
Clear
reached our
left.
first blue flag. So, I've been blue flagged plenty of times in Assetto Corsa, so I know the polite thing is just to pull off to the side. I'm not in no way competing for the podium or even 1 or 2 spots up
We've
above
had a cut
me.
warning. Keep it tidy.
So
Please,
I
Edward.
will definitely step aside. Actually, I was kind of surprised that it took 10 laps for them to catch up to me.
Car
And
left.
come up on our 3rd place
Clear
guy
left.
coming up, so we're going to let him go by. He's got a lot of time to make up, so go ahead. Go on there, little guy. Alright, we're coming towards the end of our first race, or my first race here on iRacing. I gotta say, it was definitely a good experience. I can see myself playing this a lot more than some of the other sims. Even though, yes, it is subscription-based, you do have to get the right cars, and you have to do the proper license progression, which is nice, so you're not going to have,
Last lap.
you know, someone jumping into this game and immediately going into a GT4 race and playing with the big dogs. You kind of have to work your way up through the ranks. And we're going to not only do a couple more of these MX5 races, but the main reason I wanted to jump into iRacing was the online oval races. And there's definitely a couple of videos of that coming up. I've really enjoyed doing the oval races, and I don't know, that's pretty much all I'm going to say for it right now. Also coming up, we're going to take a look at Race Labs. You're going to be able to see some of the overlays that I'm putting into place. One of the nice things is that I just saw on his Discord channel that it's going to be free up until the next upgrade, and then according to one of his Twitter posts, I think he's going to try to keep it free, whereas a lot of the other overlays require you to either PayPal donation or subscribe to their Twitch channel. But I think he's going to be one of the only ones that's not going to do that. which is probably a good idea on his part. That's going to sway a lot more people using Race Labs. Even though there are some features on some other ones that I've seen that I'll probably test out, but I think Race Labs is the way to go. Here we are up on our last straightaway here, finishing out. I don't know, Jim. Ooh, here, we're going to rewind that. Jim, P6 is a pretty good start for me. I'll take it. Alright, I'm not good at the replay controls yet, so we kind of just threw ourselves into it. And so here's that incident at lap number 7. Yeah, that was definitely uncalled for. Don't know why. But that's not going to be the last time that we get intentionally hit. Definitely not, as I got a couple of clips of that coming up. I've already had a couple of my clips on some of the iRacing compilation YouTube channels, so keep an eye out for my name on those. And remember, we got more of this stuff coming, so subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, etc., etc. And I'll see you next time, either here on my YouTube channel or come over to Twitch. We're going to be doing a lot of official racing, and then eventually we will do some hosted racing with followers and other friends over at iRacing. And thank you, phone, for dinging right at the end of the video. But until next time, see you guys on the flippity flip. Peace out.